Listen, man, welcome back to another podcast. Y'all know what it is, man. Look, this is part two. This is part two. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I never really bring people back, man, but I had to bring them back because we gonna talk about it today. I see he's shining. He got the chain on. He got the merch on.
Yeah,
he's ready, man. He ready. So let's get into it, man. Welcome back, man. YungCeo. Talk to the people.
man, y'all know the vibes, man. It's your boy YungCeo back on the track on the ones and twos, man. Blessings on blessings, man. Kicking it back here with YNowIsYourTime.
Yes, sir. So listen, man. When we first started this project, this was almost a year now.
Yeah, we coming up on about nine months, give or take.
It was a whole year. So when we first started the project, what was your mindset? Like, what was you expecting? You know what I'm saying? When we first started the project.
I mean, you know, I definitely didn't expect where we are now, but like I say all the time, you ain't got to be great to start, but you got to start to be great. So,
sir.
You know, just taking a little piece of my own advice, you know, got me to where I'm at. But, you know, hard work and dedication, consistency, you know, strategy and teamwork, you know, we made it happen. So,
yes, sir. So, what was the process when we started working together? What was the process? How did you enjoy the process?
Oh, I mean, I fell in love with it, man. It's like so many different like moving pieces, you know, to making success happen. It's not that it was my first time making success happen, but going through a different avenue. So, you know, I had to retrain my body to go back through things that I might have had got complacent in. So, you know, it definitely was a process. Definitely didn't happen overnight, you know.
Wow.
Coming from, you know, being on the other side of the fence, you know, I wanted everything to happen like right away, but I had to I definitely had to remind myself that, hey, you know, it's not going to happen overnight, but if I keep doing a little bit by little bit every day, you know, everything is going to happen. And that's pretty much what we did. You know, we 9 months in, it's like making a baby, you know.
Yeah, man. So I remember I remember you came to my house. We started making your clothing line, and man, one night it was like 9 o'clock, and we didn't finish till like 2 something. I think you drove way back home. Did you drive? Or did you go get a hotel? I can't remember.
I might have drove back home tonight.
I was like, but we was putting in that work because we were trying to put the poetry album together, then we were trying to put that clothing line together with that logo I see on that neck.
Man, shout out to YNowIsYourTime, baby.
Man, I mean, I'm like, man, this process was so good, and I really want to just encourage people, like, man, the process. So over the last year, what have shifted in your mind? Talk to the people. What shifted mindset wise?
I mean, I tell people, if you hungry enough, you gonna go get it. You know, you gotta stay hungry, man. Can't ever get complacent. You know, just because you get in one place don't mean that you can't, you know, aspire to get to your fullest potential. So it's not that I wasn't, you know, like I was hurting financially. It was more of a like, you know, I wasn't pushing myself to my fullest potential. So I definitely wanted to see where I can go. And, you know, we still climbing to the top.
Of course.
So, I mean, we had a couple of new other businesses rolling into place. So, you know, I'm excited about that, man. 2022 was a good year, but 2023 is all about elevation. So, you know, learning different things about myself, you know, that I thought I couldn't do, you know, now I'm like, hey, you know, we making it happen, you know.
And so the YungCeo brand, you had the ideal already.
Yeah.
You been had the ideal, but to see the ideal come to life. You know what I'm saying? What was that feeling? What was that feeling to say, you know what? The logo, because I tell people all the time, he a hard customer now. He a hard customer because he real particular. He be like, oh no, Lloyd, we gotta do better. Yeah. That ain't it right there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you know me well, man. Yeah, it was quite the process, man. I still remember going back, man, when I was at the house, just, you know, coming up with ideas to bring to the table, and it kind of just meshed, you know, it came together real quick. You know, you threw a couple things on the table, but you almost hit it right on the money. You know, it wasn't too long, drawn up a process. You know, I think the biggest thing that our biggest struggle was, you know, coming up with different designs that we thought that, you know, customers and our consumers would like. And we're still, like I said, we're still expanding the clothing line, which, you know, just even getting it started was a big step for us. So, I was just surprised to see, you know, so many people that came out to support us, you know, for themselves and everything, just even getting it started to begin with. Because I mean, I had so many other different things going on, from like a, you know, poetry album to, you know, now we doing music. Then, you know, at the time I didn't have my Airbnb yet. We finally got that on the books now. And we're almost done with the first 2 major international projects with our real estate company as well. So, you know, we trying to give so much attention, and, you know, at the same time, it's like we want to see everything win. So I tell people, like, man, you gotta be patient, man. Without struggle, there's no progress. And how you tell me, without sacrifice, there's no success.
Man, without no sacrifice, there's no success, man. And so. And we're going to get into the music part in a minute, because I love when somebody diversify their talent.
Yeah.
We always hear about diversifying your income, but nobody really talk about diversifying your talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That hit different.
Wake them up.
You know what I'm saying? That hit different, because some people say, well, my talent is this. But I'm like, your talent might be this, but you can diversify it to something else, because it's still the same gift. You're just using it in a different way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, what made you want to get into the music part?
Man, you know, it's crazy. Like, you know, it all really started off with my security, honestly, man.
Okay.
You know, when we first met, we was doing poetry shows. And man, one day he just asked me, like, man, let's get on a track.
Come on.
And I was like, get on a track. I was like, what you mean? He was like, man, like, you know, like some lyrics on a beat. And I was like,
man.
I told him, man, I ain't no rapper. I said, I'm a poet. But, you know, one of the things that motivated me the most was that Tupac was a poet.
Come on.
And he also was a rapper.
Come on.
You know, so one thing about me is that, you know, they kept telling me, like, man, you a great writer. You just like, man, you should try to diversify yourself. You know, don't sell yourself short. You know, you never know what you'll be good at unless you start it.
Come on.
And, you know, I started, you know, I took about a month off from doing live poetry shows, and just to kind of focus on seeing what I could do behind the scenes on the writing level. And as of in the last 30 days, you know, I started dropping my first couple of EPs. So that'll be streaming real soon, starting next month on all streaming platforms. Yeah, we cooking right now.
So look, that sweater right here that you got on right now. I see that gorilla, man. Tell me, what was the mindset to get, like, what made you say, man, like me, I got the lion. What is the gorilla all about? Explain to the people, what is that about?
Man, it's all about where you feel like you stand in the food chain. In one of my poems, I talk about sharks and gorillas.
Yes, sir.
You know, so, you know, one thing I know about gorillas is not only is it a symbolization of, you know, being an alpha man.
Yes.
But it's also a symbolization of being at the top of the food chain, up there with the lions and the tigers and the bears. So, you know, I just look at it like, one thing an ape always stuck with me, man. It shows a strong sense of leadership. When you look at an ape, you don't see no weakness behind it. So, you know, that's kind of when we kind of started with the ape, man. You know, we dressed them up real nice to let them know that, like, look, we ain't whack out here. We out here holding it down, making moves, doing what we gotta do, and, you know, setting examples and leading by example.
So people might ask this question, because last time you had shades, today you got shades.
Yeah.
Master P keeps shades on. So what is the motivation for the shades though? What's the motivation for it? Because every time I see you got them shades on.
Oh yeah. I mean, I like to think of it as a silent killer, man.
Okay.
Like, you ain't gonna see me coming from afar away. But it's just more of a, just, you know, it's something that I'm comfortable in. You know, anybody that tell you they like to rock shades, man, like, I mean, I've been wearing glasses since the 90s. So, I mean, it just kind of comes second nature to me. But I mean, it's just something that I like to do. You know, I like to be very fashionistic and stylish. So,
yes, sir.
You know, that's just a part of my personality and my drive. So, you know, I just love to wear these shades. You know, nothing but the Cartier, the best, you know what I mean?
So poetry and rapping, okay.
All right.
To me, they two are the same.
Oh yeah.
But they different in putting them together.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what's the difference? Okay, I'm gonna ask this question the right way. From when you started poetry to you dropping your tracks, which one harder to you, and what's the difference?
So, you know, obviously I'm gonna go with the easiest. So
okay,
the the easiest for me was poetry because that's what I knew. You know, that's my comfort zone.
Yeah, you know that's your comfort zone.
So the thing with the rap is, you know, it comes with a lot more moving pieces than the poetry. Like poetry can speak a lot more freely. It's more like therapy. You know, you don't have to worry about riding a beat. You know, it's just kind of you giving the raw and uncut version of what you're trying, the message that you're trying to get across.
I got you.
Now, when you talking about rap, everything is all a vibe. You know, you might one day you might be on an R&B beat. You know, one day you might be on like a real kind of like rough trappish type beat. So I think it's really all dependent on like, you know, what kind of beat you got going on and what you really want to talk about. You know, because certain music puts you in a different mood. You know,
that's true though.
So I tell people with music, like you have to thoroughly prepare it. Because, you know, you can't say as much as you want to say when you're talking about the structure as you would with poetry. You know, with poetry, you can spit freely.
Okay.
And there's no rules to the game.
I got you.
And with rap, it's kind of like, you know, most people are so used to hearing people stay on beat or, you know, rhyming with their words. And you have to be very careful how you put your words together on beat.
I got you.
So it was definitely quite the transition for me because I was just kind of like, I don't know about this, and then you know you had to kind of be a student of the craft.
Yeah, that's true.
Know?
That's true.
I studied other rappers, man. Some of the other great rappers, you know, and I kind of chose my style based off of, you know, the different kind of beats that I was getting sent to me, and then you also have producers also involved as well. You have a lot of mixing and mastering on tracks.
I got you.
So it's really like trying to create a full art piece, whereas with poetry, you know, it is what you see on face value is what you get. You know?
I got you. Because I mean, I think people need to know, like, because it might be somebody out there that's saying, man, you know what, I can I want to rap, but I don't really know. I don't know if I can do it. So what kind of encouraging words would you give these individuals when it comes to if they're a person that want to take that chance? What kind of encouraging words would you give them?
I mean, I would just tell them, man, like, just like I always tell people all the time, like, you don't have to be great to start, but you got to start to be great. So
yes, sir.
It's better to start now than never. You know?
Talk that.
If you don't never start, then it's like you kind of wasting your time. You wasting your conscience. It's like it's a win-win situation.
That's true.
And, you know, if you tried and you said, you know, you did it and you feel like you couldn't succeed, that's one thing. But if you tried and actually succeed, you'll be regretting yourself if you never started because you never knew how successful you can blow up to be.
So your clothing line, and like this is a good question because people never think about this. And me and you had this conversation off camera though.
Yeah.
The clothes you thought was gonna hit, was they the one that hit, or was it the ones you unexpected that hit?
I mean, you know, we started off. We came in the game shooting strong.
Yeah,
you know, we had several designs. I will say this, you know, the designs that we came up with, all of them sold.
Yes,
but you know, it's always a but.
It's always a but.
But the I guess, you know, I guess kinda, yeah. Some of the stuff that we was like, oh, this could probably sell quick. I think the more basic design sold.
Yes.
But then I think that's also a combination of people just being cheap, you know.
Oh yeah. So I mean, this is the thing about building a clothing line. It's like, man, I'm thinking like this gonna sell, but then once I release it, I'm like, it ain't selling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I will say the top 3 designs that we was like, hey, these are gonna be your markers, these are gonna be your situation starters. All 3 of those sold the highest.
Okay.
So I think we did hit it on the money on that. Now we had a few designs that we probably could have left out, but you know, we ain't know any better. We just was, you know.
Yeah, I say put it all out there.
Oh yeah.
And I also say too, give them seasons. Cause you know, like Jordans, you know what I'm saying? If you say, man, you only get these so many months, and after that I got something else coming, then to me it's easier to sell like that.
Oh yeah.
You know, so how you gonna what's your focus on rebranding? How you gonna rebrand this thing?
Oh, well,
this year
we definitely started that process for sure. We started coming up with some more exclusive designs. We basically what we did was we started to basically come out with things like to kind of mirror like some of the headliner designers in the industry now. So we're trying to kind of be like the next, you know, Fendi, Gucci, Louis, Prada, Versace. So we start to kind of mirror the same recipe that they gave to consumers as well. So
got you.
Those have actually been doing pretty well, especially just off the fact that we went kind of from like 0 to 100 designs. So we trying to get a little bit more urban, give people some tasteful to wear, and also still remain very economical prices as well.
Yeah, and my thing too though, your price is your price. You don't have to overprice, but you don't underprice yourself.
Oh yeah,
because you got to put the effort in. You got to get people start already making orders. You got to get the stuff made.
Oh yeah.
I mean the whole process. I mean, because I remember we had that debate was the vinyl versus the embroidery, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And then I'm like, a lot of Jordan stuff is vinyl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was like, I don't know, man. And then once you seen it, then you was like, okay, we can work. Maybe we can work with it.
Oh yeah.
Because that YC is fire. The big YC.
Oh yeah.
That's everybody love that.
I just sent Big Boy over there today to go get him a YC.
Oh okay.
He fell in love with it.
Oh yeah. So, some music, man. I mean, can we hear anything? Nah.
I mean, we get man.
Just one, not all of it.
Man, we gonna
let it pass. We can't.
Nah, we can. You got the.
I think I might got it. Let me see.
Man, let's give him some of that. Who want the smoke, man?
The smoke, man. Man, let me see. I know I saved it. Let me go over here and let me click, and then y'all bear with us real quick, cause we about to give y'all some fire. Cause I mean, I would say okay.
Oh, we can give him that all that game changer, however you feel.
Yeah, I like. I mean, I'm big on words though, on wordplay. A lot of people don't. When I listen to songs, I listen to wordplay.
Yeah,
that's what gets me fired up when I hear the words. Well, I might be out of luck though. See, I got so many videos. So many audio. I mean, I got a lot of stuff. So hold on, I'm gonna find it. 1 second. But yeah, so take the people into your mind. Going into a poetry album and going into a rap album. Tell us what's the difference.
It's definitely a very big difference because you got so many other rules and regulations when it comes to music. Okay. So like, a lot more producing, more engineers involved. Okay. Studio time. It definitely take a lot longer to build around a song versus just, using your own voice as an instrument just to spit, wordplay. Yes. So when you have a rap album, some people take, years to release it because I know, it is definitely a process. So I like to think of myself as a fast track entrepreneur when it comes to the artistry. So even for somebody like myself, like I've only dropped, I think 4 songs in the last month. And that's even tough because it's like, you spending a lot of hours in the studio. I mean, it's no different than like when, we made the poetry album. Oh, yeah. I done spent just 6 hours in the studio just working on one song. Crazy. So, and it's so many different sessions you have to, go back and forth with because, I mean, it's not an easy process. Mm-hmm. It's not no straightforward. Even if you already got your lyrics ready, it's still a lot of like mixing and mastering and like creativity that you have to put behind your artistry. So you don't just want to go in the studio and record and then that's it. You have to look at that like that's your baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta nourish it, take care of it, feed it. Because what you put into something is what you gonna get out. I totally agree with that because I think some people be half-ass putting things in and not going all the way in. I'm a big component of if you gonna do it right. Oh yeah. And if you're not gonna do it, don't do it. I mean, if you ain't gonna do it right, don't do it at all. Don't do it at all. And so many people be on that mindset of, well, I'm gonna try. I'm like, nah, man. If you trying, you lying, man. So. Oh yeah. So, I don't think I got it. I ain't worried about it. I got one for you.
All right, here we go.
I'll send you that game changer real quick.
Okay.
Get you started up.
You send it to me?
Yeah, I send it to you.
All right. Let me see, y'all. Here we go. About to test it out, man. All right, here we all can hear it. So.
YungCeo Entertainment in the motherfucking building, nigga.
I like this.
Y'all know what time it is, man. Niggas talk about what they want to do and what they...
Oh, man. Hold on. I'm gonna fast forward. Here you go.
Oh, yeah. Turn me up.
YungCeo Entertainment in the motherfucking building, nigga.
All right, here we
Y'all
go.
know what time it is, man. Niggas talk about what they want to do and what they want to be. Well, shit, nigga, I'm here to change the game up. Let's get it. Yeah.
Fuck all that talking shit. Now let me see if you work getting to the bag. From the Lambo to the white Porsche, 2 bad bitches trying to brag. On my way to the top, nigga steady trying to clock. In my own lane, hustling what you really got. But a diamond chain in a dirty Glock. Pound for pound, slanging bars, trying to get my money up.
Hey.
Yeah.
Man, hold on, babe.
Come on. Don't get me started, babe.
Oh, man. My phone. Why my phone went dead?
With the dirty spray all up in my club.
Yeah.
Folks in the game.
Tried to preach, niggas thought I was lame. Barking with the big dog, standing taller than your daddy's Great Dane.
Hey.
Searching rhymes through the pen, pimping pad just to get my point loud and clear. Went to school writing poems, that's when I knew the promised land was near.
Yeah.
Trying to grind, sacrifice, then victory was mine. Never had to rob Peter to pay Paul and to pay to hate crimes. Show me inches and I go for the mile.
Niggas try to throw me off.
Fuck 'em, believe I stayed with a smile. Why not test me with the fire? Play with me, make a wolf cry loud. Cold on the approach, make 'em feel all these verses I wrote. Undertaker at your throat, challenge me, make 'em buy like the Pope. In the streets trying to get it, hustle hard, make a grown man choke. Kept it 100 and back, never could be the lies and deceive. CEO is the name, put some respect and stop playing with me.
Hey, so what made you? I love it, man. Listen, the wordplay is the biggest thing for me when it comes to rap songs.
Oh yeah,
and the what they call it, I don't really know the exact name. When you like add that, the ad libs. So that's like, man, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling it. I'm loving it, man. So you think how many? So you gonna start streaming next month? But how many songs you think gonna be on this first one?
So the first album we trying to drop CEO Business. I'm thinking like summer 2023, baby.
Okay.
You know, I'm thinking about a good 17.
Okay.
Give or take. You know, we still working we still behind the scene working, but y'all definitely gonna get a solid 15.
Okay. Cause I know you said 15. Now you said 17. You ready to go in, man?
Hey, you know, a lot can happen in 24 hours, man. We been cooking behind the scene.
So is this straight trap type music, or would you have some like love songs?
Oh nah, we got, man, I can't say too much, but you know, we got some major artists coming in on some R&B tips.
Okay.
Also, I'm actually doing and I just decided to do this last night, so I'm actually gonna have a motivational interlude. We bringing it back, poetry to start it out. We combining the two words just to get it, cranked off.
Yeah.
Get people motivated, because we talking about CEO business.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We grabbing over that motivational interlude in full effect. So
I'm gonna ask you a question. So, what's one of your best poetry that people want to always hear?
Man, if I'm being honest,
be honest.
I think it's a combination between Heart of a Hustler and Life of an Entrepreneur.
Okay, so let us hear Heart of a Hustler. You got it? You got it in you?
Man, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, you got it in you, or you ain't got it in you right now?
I'm gonna give y'all a sample of how we coming tonight, because we going live. It's Black History Month, man.
Okay.
And I think it's only right, we talk about life of black entrepreneurs, man, especially in our month, man.
Come on.
And this also give you a taste of what we're going to be doing tonight on live TV. So I definitely want to be able to do that. Now, if the people want to hear, we'll give them a little bit of that Heart of a Hustler.
Okay, yeah, let's give them that one. Let's give them that one. Heart of a Hustler. I know it's in you.
Oh, man, come on.
You got to pull it out, man. Pull it out, man. I know it's in you, man.
You about to have me in the archive.
It's classic, man. Because listen, the thing about creating content is when you dead and gone, people still can be able to retrieve it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the blessing in all this, man. So even this video, we might be 90 and be like, man, remember we did that back in 50 years ago.
Oh, yeah, man. I ain't talking about coming out the woodwork.
Yeah, so Heart of a Hustler, what you got?
Come on, all right. Sharks and gorillas, watch out, your heart might just skip a beat. This is a competitive market, and those who eat in this game is amongst the highest of the rank of the elite. Hustlers is an everyday trade that exists on every corner in these streets. Fresh out the blocks, you better lace up your shoes and be ready to compete. Because little do you know, one man's loss is another man's gain. You gotta have heart in this industry, because if you don't, your haters will be sure to put you to shame. Hustlers is a cold approach that situate themselves into a sale that is already won. Paid in full, I be feeling like one of these ball playing niggas like Iverson. I do this hustle shit for fun. A hustler is a definition of a lot of storage credit, generational wealth untold. The one that will look in your eyes with a sense of passion that never grows old. For I'm the Chris Tucker T.O. Rush Hour that never gives up. The coincidence that most hustlers that streamlines from the possibilities of a good look. The drive and a hustler's ambition is a rider that never runs out of fuel. Spitting bars like Tupac and the Nines, the boss up that doesn't play by any rules. Let your presence be known when the opportunity presents itself. Me versus me is the daily affirmations that take a look in the mirror to self-reflect. Now hustle at your own leisure, because we never go hungry in this game. And if you don't catch the food while it's hot and cooking, you are only holding yourself responsible to blame. Now if this was something like Keith Sweat in the 1980s, I'll make this thing last forever.
Come on.
Follow my heart into a limitless bond that foreshadow my future endeavors. And I am the king to the James, because I lead my conscience into a victory that paves the way to my legacy. Never afraid to swallow my pride to get it out the mud to do. Due to my due diligence respectfully. My hustle is programmed something like a Terminator, because I run this machine. Work hard, play hard, the light that I thought I would never reach to ever be foreseen.
Come on.
Now, never second guess your judgment on your journey to get into your bag. And never belittle yourself to break. Confidence is always the sign of a red flag. Now keep me woke and alert like Denzel Washington on training day. I'm surgical with this mouthpiece, ain't no telling what I might say. But best believe I'm the fast to the furious that moves at a fast track pace. Now I pull out that lamb talk, and I'll punish the grind conquer to be the one to pull up to finish the race.
Come on.
And I call it heart
of a hustler.
Of a hustler.
Man, listen, man. That's why this is, I love. So tell us about the motivation on Mondays. Let's talk about that. So
blessings on blessings.
That blessings on blessings. So why you start off with blessings on blessings? I said every time you got blessings on blessings. What made you start with that?
I mean, shit. I look at it from a perspective like, man, I'm just thank God to be, you know, another 24 hours above ground. Man.
I love that, man.
I look at it from the perspective like you gotta always give the most up. Highest his respect first.
Yes, sir.
You know, so anytime I spit a piece or, you know, come up with something different, you know, for Motivational Mondays, you know, it's not me spitting, that's just the talents that God poured into my cup to keep me replenished. So it's kind of like, you know, he keeps blessing me, he keeps giving me ideas, he keeps giving me creativity. So, you know, when it comes to, you know, blessings on blessings came out of nowhere, because the first thing I could think about is like starting just from the whole scenery and the backdrop from where I do my motivational Mondays.
The pool in the back.
Yeah, you know, when I wake up every morning, I go to that backyard, you know, I be feeling like I'm in Cabo or Cancun.
Yes, sir.
So the first thing that came to my mind was like, man, blessings on blessings, man. You know, it felt good, and, you know, we got animated with it, and, you know, we kept rolling with it, and now that's, you know, a lot of people know me by, you know, when they hear me, they be like, oh, that's YungCeo. They be like, oh, blessings on blessings.
So, man, you know, and I just think people need to know, like, so you want to do it every Monday. That's your goal.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm one of the
Fantasy Fridays be here too, though.
Oh yeah,
Fantasy Fridays will get the women going nuts. Hey,
man, we got. Oh yeah, man. I think I riled up some people on the last couple ones, man. They seen a meeting in my bedroom, and I was like, man,
come on, man. So I mean, that Fantasy Friday, and then that Monday. So you plan on all this whole year dropping Mondays?
Oh yeah, I mean that's the goal, you know.
Yeah. Of course, life happens, but
oh yeah, man, I'm a busy man. I tell people like, look, man, it's coming. You know, we finally dropped our first Fantasy Fridays and Motivational Mondays for the 2023 year. We've been working on a lot of things behind the scene, but I definitely would say whatever weeks we miss, we definitely making it up on the back end for sure. So I tell people like, you know, the biggest thing is if you miss one, just try to stay as consistent as possible. It's just like going to the gym. You know, if you say you're gonna go 4 times in 1 week, try to at least go 3. You know.
Yeah. Don't cut yourself short though.
Oh yeah, like the only thing I would tell people is like don't stop. You know, a lot of people so quick to give up because they're not seeing the results that they like. But I tell people all the time like, you might be getting results and you just not looking hard enough.
Say that again. One more time for the people in the back.
Hey, you might be getting results, but you're not looking hard enough.
Man, come on.
People's expectations these days is crazy. Like they so brainwashed by what they seeing on social media instead of like, worrying about and focusing on their own, personal journeys. Because I mean, it's gonna come. Like, you can't sit there to try to compete with somebody on social media that been doing this for 5-10 years.
That's what I'm saying.
And if you just starting this, like, hey, you gotta build your way up, man. It's no different from being at a corporate job.
Yeah.
Or if you starting your own business, like, you might not start off making 6 figures a year. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this,
Yeah. And the grind is, and I think it comes with the proper mindset. If I was to ask you what mindset would you give that 18-year-old right now? You know what I'm saying? What was that? What would you tell him? Like, hey, shake out of it. What would you tell him? Like, me personally, I would tell him, focus on your dreams, and school might not be it. But whatever you trying to do, go get it. What mindset would you give them?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I tell people, like, school ain't for everybody, but I will say, like, how we say in my fraternity, which is the one and only Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. We have a big project where we say go to high school, go to college. And I tell people, like, I'm not saying that you can't be successful, if you don't graduate from college, but I tell people it gives you a substance of a network.
I got you.
So if it wasn't for me going to college personally,
come on,
I don't think I would have been in the position where I'm at now because of the certain connections that I made, So I tell people, like, I'm not going to discourage anybody from getting educated. But at the same time, for those that can't afford school or, don't have the drive or the aspirations to go to school, I tell them, like, well, hey, you got to start your dream now.
Come on.
Like, I mean, especially being so young, like, I tell, man, I wish I would have started younger or knew what I knew now back then, So, given like the 18 to 21 generation these days, I tell them, like, look, don't be afraid to start. Don't let social media brainwash you.
Because there's nothing but highlights.
Oh, yeah.
Social media full of highlights. You never see what's really going on behind the scenes.
Yeah. A lot of people don't see the struggle. Like, they see the championship run.
Yeah.
Man.
They see the highlights, man. They're like, oh, well, I mean, such and such doing good. I mean, but how did they get there? What are they doing on their off time? How are they utilizing their 24 hours? What mindset? Who they're around? This is my new thing is you need to create, people create vision boards.
Yeah.
You need to create a vision environment.
Oh, yeah. And you said something real key, man. The company you keep,
man,
is very essential. Climbing to the top. 'Cause man, I had to cut off a lot of loose ends of fat, man, when I was trying to get to the top. I took the people that was positive, but I tell people, like a lot of people like to talk about the word toxic, man. You gotta leave the toxic and negative energy, man. Where is it?
Yes.
If you're trying to succeed and climb on the ladder of success, you gotta be focused. You gotta be disciplined. And I say that with a lot of emphasis because a lot of people don't understand what is the true definition of discipline.
Ooh, break it down. Let them know what is the definition.
Like, a lot of people they're so codependent on, going to a job and being dependent on it.
Come on.
Versus like you actually being disciplined as an entrepreneur to tell yourself to wake up every morning.
Yes.
Like I said that in my motivational interlude, you got to be the 6 a.m. sun bright and early to put in the work when your time is to rise. So if you're not getting up every morning and having it on your mind to exercise that brain, which is the strongest muscle in your body.
Come on.
Like if you can go to the gym and work out,
come on,
you can definitely surely sit at your house and exercise that brain on coming up with a strategy, coming up with a team, and coming up with a power play that's gonna help you in the next 5 years. Just because that plan that you come with, it might not appease what you're trying to do short term. It might appease what you're trying to do long term.
Talk about it.
So, looking back at a 5-year plan, like, me and you went into business, 4 years ago. But I initially started the business 5 years ago. So, looking in, like, man, I was just talking to, me and my, my co-CEO about this. I was like, man, has it really been 5 years already?
It's been time be flying by.
But, a lot of people get stuck and be like, man, time going too slow. I'm like, nah, time flying when you working. Like when you really working, that time goes quick.
Like you working. Yeah. You gotta ask God to slow the time down. I be like, God, come on now. It's going too fast now. Slow this thing down. Because I can remember I started my first business at 18, a video game company, and I'm like, damn, I'm 43. Ooh, that's 25 years it flew.
Yeah, man.
So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, but it ain't about that. What it is about, God saying, you know what? You had to go through some valleys, so I can give you some losses, so you can turn them into lessons, so then you can go teach others.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And I think when people understand that my losses are lessons, so that I can take those lessons and teach others so that they don't lose.
Yeah.
We are winning.
Oh yeah.
We are winning. And so I don't know. I just think people be afraid, man. They be afraid to be locked into their goals, their dreams. And I'm like, man, you gotta go do it. And that's why when you started YungCeo, what's the whole premises, like what you want people to take from it?
Man, YungCeo, man, we bag chasers, man. Like,
come on.
We hustlers.
Come on.
We entrepreneurs. We all of the above, man. Like anybody could be a YungCeo, whether you're old or young.
Come on, talk about
like,
it.
Even if you're an older person, YungCeo don't just mean that you're younger by age, you know, but also that you're a young CEO by experience, you know. So like when it come to YungCeo, like we all about getting to the bag, getting to this money, man, and creating, you know, multiple streams of income. And
yes, sir.
And most of all, one of the biggest things that we talk about is being your own boss.
Man, you gotta be your own boss. And the thing about, and that's why I tell people, why now is your time is, why now is your time today.
Yes, sir.
Not tomorrow. You need to design your life. You need to create your brain. You need to leave your legacy with your own information and products.
But you know why a lot of people are not cut out to be entrepreneurs, though.
Ooh, talk to me.
And you know they just scared to take that risk. Come on, we know the real reason.
That's the real reason.
Nobody want to take risks.
Listen, dude told me the other day. He said, and I call bullshit. And if he watching it, it's bullshit. Yeah. I don't care what he think. Listen, he said, yeah, you know, I like to have a job too while I make money, because I like to have a diversified income. So I said, if you had $10 million, would you still be working? He said, nope. What are we talking about here? You trying to have that job so you can feel safe and secure. Say that. And you haven't figured out how to make just as much money outside your job. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I dropped a video about a week ago. I say, you a coward because you ain't living your dreams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. You know, to me, you copping out.
Yeah. Well, you know, I tell people, man, like a lot of people expect for this one quality or characteristic, but you gotta have courage, man. A lot of people don't have courage, man. Like when I talk about life of an entrepreneur and I talk about going down that yellow brick road, man.
Come on,
man. Everybody ain't got the courage, man.
That's true.
We got a lot of lions out here that don't got courage, man. A lot of, how they say in the modern world, a lot of people be out here capping.
See, but I call it the 3 C's. You gotta have courage. You gotta be committed. And you got to make the right choices.
Oh yeah.
So those 3 C's is like, you need to be committed. So you taking your courage and being committed to a goal or objective, and then once you do that, making the right choices, that means running the right plays. The success you're looking for got to come.
Oh yeah, most definitely. If you ain't committed, man, you ain't gonna start. Like that's just how it works, man. Commitment is everything. Well, I say, without commitment, you'll never start, and without consistency, you'll never finish.
Come on. So the book, are you changing your poetry album to a book, or do you think you want to be an author soon?
Man, we ain't really got that far yet. If I'm being transparent, like right now, the primary focus is, we dropping these tracks, man.
Okay.
We changing the game up in the rap, man, letting people know that, man, we here. Like poets not to say that poets was never rappers, but we're creating a space that's safe for more poets that want to come out and rap. I think Tupac was one of the most legendary ones, but we're coming out with, more poets that want to rap on beats, and do some of the same steps that I took. Because, it's not to say I always wanted to be a rapper, but it's very entertaining. It's very therapeutical, and it gives me a chance to, touch others through my words,
Man, and I think that's the most powerful thing, is being able to touch other people with your words.
Oh yeah.
You know, Deion Sanders' son.
Yeah.
He dropped on his video. He got a song, and the thing that caught me was he says, "I walked around like I was undefeated, but I took losses, but he still walked around like he was undefeated." So that told me, I'm like, just that little verse. He said, "I took losses, but I walked around like I was undefeated." So that right there is give you the mindset and the shift of, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm real locked in on like words and lyrics and how powerful content is. You know, I don't want to go one day without releasing some kind of content. So like, I'm about to go real crazy. I'll just be posting all kind of reels. Of course, I got another maybe 50 people coming into the podcast room.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's going to be content forever.
Yeah.
And then coming soon, celebrity podcast.
Hey man, don't make me get you on a track too, man.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man. So you working with multiple producers or one?
So right now I'm working with multiple producers out the shout out to Live at the Pentagon, baby. You know,
okay.
Getting me started, man. So yeah, I'm working with multiple producers.
That studio, yeah, it's pretty nice.
Nah, for real, it's real nice, man. Definitely a good experience working with multiple artists as well.
Okay.
I haven't got with like no solid songwriters because I just happen to be the songwriter. Yeah, I'm pretty much I'm jack of all trades. The only thing I don't do yet is engineer, but hey, it's a work.
Looking, you gonna learn.
Yeah, right. I'm telling you, man. Like, hey, I tell y'all again, man. It's not how you start; it's how you finish.
It's how you finish, man. So your next 3 to 5 years, what is the vision that you see for YungCeo? Like, I'm talking about music, poetry, helping people. I'm talking about everything. What is the thing that you see?
Yeah, so I mean, it can go. It's so many different ways it can go right now. You know, as far as right now, the music and the poetry is obviously priority. So I definitely see myself entering some kind of Grammy Award winning. It could be sooner than later. You know,
write the vision down, make it plain.
Make it plain, baby. Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I definitely want to be able to be noticed by, you know, having at least one single that'll get recognized as a Grammy, or either best music video, best songwriter.
So when the music video, listen, I already know the poetry video drop. Is the same person doing the music video?
No,
you got somebody different.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy, man. G Maniac, man. He do his thing, man. We've been working together pretty good relationships, man. So if you ever see any of my music videos, man, that's G-Man out here on the motherfucking ones and twos. So
what I'm saying, is he doing it?
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Yeah. So he gonna do your real, like your music video.
Oh yeah, well,
not the poetry.
Nah, so I'll probably have him, and I'll probably bring in a couple other people.
Okay,
he definitely gonna have his hand in the bag.
Oh yeah, because he very creative.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh, yeah, he see the vision, and I think that's what you need. You need people around you that see the vision, understand your vision, and help you get your vision to the next level. The problem is so many people get around people that want to run the vision.
Yeah,
when it's not your vision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you want to run my vision, go get your own vision.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, we didn't have people come to the studio, they wasn't expecting to see what they see. And they like, oh, okay. That's what y'all got going on.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
a lot of people quick to underestimate, man.
Yeah, that's what they do. So I mean, do you got anything you want to go do with the kids, with the YungCeo? No, before I ask you that question. When people wear your clothes, what is the mindset and the feeling you want them to have?
I mean, like I said before and always, man, I want everybody to feel like they're their own boss and to give them something that they can feel confident about, feel empowered by, and definitely give them some kind of inspiration to look forward to. Yeah,
so when it comes to like the kids aspect, what's your plan on the YungCeo giving back to the youth?
Oh yeah, so I mean, just like any other, like, you know, charity case I've done in the past, like we did like Toys for Tots, so we give away like, you know, free toys.
Okay.
For the less unfortunate, even like the back to school, you know, we help them get backpacks, you know, help them get any school supplies that are needed, and that kind of same thing with like getting them clothes and stuff to go back to school. Cause I mean, I'm not gonna say all schools districts have no uniform, but for the ones that does, we try to give them like back to school clothes.
I got you.
And you know, just giving back in general, like all the major holidays, we're gonna be trying to kick up some things, like whether we do a turkey drive for Thanksgiving, toys for Todd for Christmas, back to school giveaways. So we definitely want to get active with the schools, not only just for holidays, but also as a brand, like to go and do motivational speaking, which is a part of my poetry.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure you remember like The Life of an Entrepreneur. That's a very motivational poetry album. So we want to be able to get in those classrooms to give back to the schools to empower our future leaders of tomorrow.
Yeah, because I think that's important though, is to give back to the people, to the kids, the youth that's helping them to say, you know what, I'm following you. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a part of what you got going on. Outside of that, where can people find you?
So y'all can find me on IG first and foremost at YungCeo_ talk to them.
Come on.
I also have a website with, you know, the help of my mans.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Man, I always give credit where it's due. So y'all can also find me at www.youngceotheplug.com. Y'all can check out everything from my store, with my clothing line, my Airbnb. I could check it out. Even though I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, it's booked for the whole year. So right now we doing real well. I would like to think that we probably the number one Airbnb in the Midtown,
Come on,
Houston area. So y'all can also check out my poetry album. My poetry album is still for sale. Y'all can check it out and purchase it and stream it. And then, like I said, man, the music coming next. So I hope y'all ready to tune in, man. Support me, man. I definitely appreciate, you know, Lloyd, man, for having me as well. Like,
yes,
so it's definitely been good to really talk about and reflect, you know, because I mean, a lot of people, like we talked about that even on our last part one about, you know, being able to reflect. You know, a lot of people don't get
where you started, where you going. Because I mean, I'm big on patting yourself on the back. What is something that you want to pat yourself on the back for in the last year?
I mean, everything we talked about, man, like just from acquiring 5 houses in 1 year, man, that was a big deal, man. Like, you know, I acquired at least over $1 million worth of assets just in real estate.
Come on.
And then, like, on top of that, you know, we was able to start up a clothing line, and not only started, but actually get sales, because everybody can't generate sales.
Big facts.
So I tell people that's also hard. One of my biggest accomplishments of 2022 looking back was, you know, we had an album release party for poetry. And I mean,
it was nice too.
And not to toot my own horn.
It was nice.
I don't think I've ever seen an album release party for a poet album the way we did it, you know.
Did that.
So that was definitely a big accomplishment, because, man, we only had like 3 or 4 weeks to get ready, because it kind of just happened so fast. And we wasn't sure if we was going to do it at all. But I tell people, man, you gotta have courage, man. You can't be scared, man. Scared money don't make no money.
Say that again.
You know, and exposure is everything. So you never know. Like, I had a couple of few, you know, special guests that had came through that was unexpected, man. We had like one of my homegirls, Ingrid, man. She's actually a good homegirl now. That just so happened to be one of Beyonce's songwriters. And then we also had the great Isaiah Carey from Fox 26 News that was in the building, which I'll also be starring on tonight with my boy Jay Brown.
Come on.
So we'll be leading off or continuing Black History Month and also leading off Super Bowl weekend live in the studios, 10:30 tonight, man. We going live.
Yeah, so listen, man. This is YungCeo, man. He don't come to take sides. He come to take over, man.
Take over, baby.
I know what I'm saying? Listen, man, I appreciate you coming on for part 2. If you ever need anything, you know, we always talk every week. I'll be texting you. We just like, what's up, baby? You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm just here. So, last question. If you was to tell the people, why should they work with me when it comes to building a brand or a website, what would you tell them?
As far as like working with you?
Yeah, working with me. What was that process, man?
Man, I'm going to tell y'all now. Lloyd was very, very patient, man. Because I know I could be I'm not the easiest person to work with. I like to be transparent.
That's true.
And, man, Lloyd, man, he really took me underneath his wing, man. Like, it was like the teacher it's like the student showing the teacher, man. It's like I thought I was putting him on game. He showed me some things, but it's go to show y'all that's what it's all about, man. Working together, man. This should be a strong symbolism, even with it being Black History Month, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, two brothers working together to help strengthen each other. Because whatever I was weak in, it was his strength, and whatever was my strength might have been his weakness. So, you know, when you come together as two, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. I wish we had more people like it, but like as far as working with the website, man, it was brilliant, man. Like I never personally had a website ever. I mean, unless y'all want to count MySpace, but but that don't really count. That's still considered social media. But like as far as a legitimate website, man, Lloyd was very professional. It didn't matter what time of the hour we were working. He was very understanding. He knew my schedule. He got the job done. He's still getting the job.
And I think people underestimate designing. Like designing is a real tedious part of anything. Because I remember you would say, okay, we got to make it triangle. We got to, you know what I'm saying? So now you.
I'm gonna tell you now. It's a 2-person job. If you don't have any ideas to bring to your table, I would tell you better come with some, because it's your project. You just the engineer. That, like, don't get it twisted. Like, if this is your business, you have to have a vision. Like
some kind of vision,
Like we just talked about it. You was talking about a vision. You need to come to the table with some kind of vision, and he's just here to help guide. Even though he has the skill set, he's still here to guide you. But you have to come with a vision. Like
and I think people underestimate that, because I do talk to him the other day. He's like, okay, I want to do my clothing line. I want to do this. I said, what you got? I don't got no.
And structure, come on. Structure is important. Like,
it's important.
You can't just wake up and say, hey, I wanna start a business, and you don't have a sense of structure or direction.
That's crazy, man.
I mean, that's the same thing even with the music. Like, man, people ask me all the time, like, you just gonna keep dropping EPs? I'm like, yeah, and then eventually it's gonna be an album. You know,
that's how you gotta do it. I like it.
Like, don't get it wrong. Like, the vision is already written with the tracks and everything, but you know, we're just gonna feed y'all a little bit at a time, you know, and see how y'all like the music. And then, you know, if y'all keep liking it, we're gonna keep it pushing regardless. But like I said, stay tuned, man. We coming, young.
So you in the single role, you staying single? Cause this is listen. The reason why I asked this question is because, to me, if you don't marry your business, and I told my wife this, I say, I'm married to you, but I'm married to my business too. So you gotta marry your business, and you gotta love your business like you love God, or you're not gonna get the results you're looking for. So you just gonna be married to the game, or you don't know yet?
Man, I'm married to the game, right?
Okay.
Man, I mean, listen, a special lady, you know, happen to just be in my pad. You know, I'm not no.
You're not opposed of it.
I'm not opposed to it. Very open, you know, to any special ladies, you know, that wanna be active with an entrepreneur, but she got to understand is that the grind is serious.
It's different.
This is the bread and butter, baby.
Man, look, other than that, man, thank you guys for watching, man. Remember, watch me like you watch TV. Not only will you watch your income grow, you also gonna see some results in your life. Listen, remember, this is why now is your time. Life, brand, legacy. The question is, how would you leave it? I see you guys in the next video. Peace.